I'm Rachel Freathy. I'm a Sir Henry Dale Fellow at the University of Exeter, and I've been working with the ALSPAC study for about 14 years now, so since the participants themselves were about 12 or 13 years old. And ALSPAC's played a central part in our research, which is to understand the genetic and environmental factors that influence birth weight. Now, it's really important to understand birth weight because babies that are born very small or very large are more at risk, and so are their mothers, of complications around the time of birth. And also particularly small babies are more at risk 50 or 60 years later of developing diseases such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease and high blood pressure, but it's not really understood how those associations arise. So the ALSPAC study was one of the founder members of the Early Growth Genetics Consortium, which is a collaboration of studies from across the world with the key sort of common aim of understanding the genetics of early growth. And ALSPAC has therefore been really essential to my work, which has taken place very much within this consortium. And one of the key things about ALSPAC, which sets it apart really, is that it's one of the biggest studies in the world that has the genetic data on both the mother and the child. And that's been really useful to our research findings. So for example, it's enabled us to identify a number of regions of the genome, so points in the DNA sequence which vary between people and cause differences in birth weight between people. It's enabled us to see that a number of those variations between people also explain variations in predisposition to type 2 diabetes. So it means that the genes that you inherit might predispose you both to being a smaller baby and to having a higher risk of diabetes later in life. And that explains some of that observational association between lower birth weight and diabetes later in life. What's really exciting is that in the next few years there will be many more births in the next generation of ALSPAC, and this will provide us with even more data with which to use our methods to understand birth weight and its links with later disease.